Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being such a lovely audience. I'm Syeda, and I'm going to talk about the journey of Seva towards becoming a customer-centric organization. Let's look back to our good old days when companies, or let's say our neighboring pharmacies, or the corner shop welcomed their guests by name. Doctors would give house calls. No matter wherever you would go, people would look into your eyes and say, hello. Friendly smile, genuine concerns to solve customer issues, and much more. In fact, they really had the key to deliver exceptional customer experience. But today, sadly, we like it or not, we live in an egotistical world. What does that mean? A world of selfies, a world of self-promotion. That's what called egotistical world. We have the advanced technology with us, and we have hacked into the brain of our customers. We exactly know what they would buy next. We exactly know where they will travel next. But sadly, we have not hacked into the heart of our customers. So here, the organizations have lost the key to customer experience. Now, with the help of customer-centric model of Seva, I would like to present the case whether can we find that key which is lost to exceptional customer experience? Ladies and gentlemen, for you, the customer-centric model of Seva. Now, before we move on to our presentation, I would like to tell you that customer centricity is a moving target. No organization can say that, yes, today I'm 100% customer-centric. Why? Because by the time you become customer-centric, your customers change. Because customers are ever evolving, and so are their needs, wants, and expectations. Am I right? So let's begin with the end in mind. We may not be 100% customer-centric, but we want to have the model that will help us to reach that sweet spot of a customer's mind, the needs, wants, and their expectations. This is how the Seva customer-centric model looks like. CRM, loyalty, focus, experience, excellence, and engagement. Let's begin with the first element, which is Seva CRM. There we go. Now for Seva, CRM, which is Customer Relationship Management, is all about having a solution mindset. Implementing a CRM system is not just about installing a software at Seva. It's much more than that. It's a business strategy, not just a technology. The entire functional areas of our organization is engaged actively. The HR, the IT, marketing and branding, product development, project management, they are actively engaged in developing the CRM strategy. In fact, we first develop the CRM strategy, then we find the right technology to support that. Apart from the 800 Seva, which is a toll-free, round-the-clock service for our customers, we have Communicate with Chairman. Now, this is a portal on our website via which anybody sitting in any corner of the world can directly escalate their queries, concerns, their ideas, feedback, anything that you have in your mind, you can directly escalate to His Excellency and his team. To give you the statistics, we started this initiative early this year, which is around January 2017, and as of September, we have had 1,661 logs. That includes feedback, queries, concerns in totality, and we have been able to solve 1,583 out of 1,661, and that's a great number. Let's have a round of applause for that. Now, once we fix that, I think Seva is the only utility that I could think of, and correct me if I'm mistaken, which has renamed its call center to a listening center. And once we rename it to a listening center, we have chief listening officers. The purpose of a chief listening officer is not just to listen to our customers, but to understand them, to find the right spot, the sweet spot between their needs, wants, and their expectations. Once we hit that mark, we have chief service officers. And why not? A couple of decades ago, companies would spend 30% of their time in delivering, in creating great service, and 70% of their time shouting about it. And today, it's just the reverse. And Seva still believes in the traditional word-of-mouth publicity. Why? A decade ago, you make one customer happy, he will go out and talk about it to 6 people. Today, you make one customer happy, he will go out, post, tweet, like, share, blog to 6,000 people, right? So we still believe in the word of mouth publicity. It means for us, happy customers do the buzzing. There we go. Let's move on to the next element, which is very crucial, customer loyalty. Now, for us, customer loyalty is definitely the integral part of our model, and we are a big fan of NPS, Net Promoter Score. We have our own survey that we send out to our customers to get their feedback, their experience about us. However, we add a little twist to it. We ask them a very simple question, which is, how likely is it that you would recommend us to people around you, your friend, your colleague, your neighbors, your family? With the help of this, we actually get detractors, passives, and promoters. Now, the promoters are the people who we focus, because they are the top 20% of the people who get us the profit when it comes to commercial and industrial customers, and they become our prosumers. We crowdsource their ideas, and we co-create with them. Next, we move on to the third element, which is customer focus. Now, this is very striking, and this is a coincidental thing, that around the same time last year, Syeda was certified for 4 ISO policies, and one of them was Quality Management 9001-2008. You won't be surprised to hear this, that the 9001-2008 has got 8 principles. We already have 5 out of those 8 principles practicing in Syeda. And these were the 5 principles that we were already working on. Number 1 is customer focus. And over here, it's not about only meeting the expectations of customers, but exceeding the expectations of customers, leading to customer loyalty and enhanced customer expectation. Next is leadership. Now, leadership at Syeda is all about providing the right direction to the organization so that we become an authentic organization around the world. That's the vision that we state about. Continual improvement, it is a principle of quality management, and it is already a principle, one of our DNA of our Syeda, which is one of the part of our 15 winning principles, create a culture of continuous improvement. Systematic approach to management, which means multiple processes working together to provide seamless, effective results. And finally, people involvement. Definitely, all these principles will fall flat if we do not have vibrant, passion, and dedicated employees working towards it. So it's not just about the external customers, it's much more about the internal customers that Syeda cares about. The fourth element is customer experience. Now, when we talk about customer experience, it is one of the crucial elements of our marketing strategy. When we design customer experience, the first question that we ask is not what our customers will get or not what our customers will save. We ask, how will our customers feel when they interact with our product, services, or any point in contact with us? That is the question that we ask. And it's not just about the touch points. It is about the overall customer journey that a customer goes. Let's give you an example. The smiley board outside our head office, that's a customer touch point. The font that we use on our website, that's a customer touch point. The font or the language that we use on our bills, invoices, MOUs, contracts, that is also a customer touch point. The promise that we want to deliver in our promotions, those are all customer touch points. And we want to focus on the entire touch points accumulated together. That becomes the customer journey. The second element that helps us to achieve customer experience is walk in customer shoes. It means put customers in the driving seat. Get into the skin of our customers, that we actually understand what they need before they actually tell us. And finally, closing the loop in real time. Now, what does that mean, closing the loop in real time? Of course, this is not a fairy tale. We have customers who are angry, who are frustrated, they are fireball. Any Game of Thrones fan over here? Right, so we know what dragons are all about, right? So customers who are actually spelling out fire. So how do we try to convert them into prosumers? We try to solve their issue, we try to give them the best possible solution that we can come up with, and at the same time, we ask them the feedback. How else we can serve you? How better we can serve you, right? So that is something very, very important, and we try to do it in real time. That gives us exceptional customer experience. And of course, we are a big fan of Disney Eye Care. We must have heard of the Eye Care principles, where I stands for impression. It is not just a first impression, but the lasting impression that we believe in, the connection. You know, the exact moment when your customers become your brand ambassadors. That's the connection. Attitude. Attitude is the lens through which you see the world. It is the outward expression of your inward feelings. Response, which is the hallmark of any exceptional customer experience. And finally, exceptionals. Now, who are exceptionals? These are the expert people who live and breathe customer experience. Customer excellence. Now, customer excellence is a huge umbrella. For Seva, we categorize them into 4 concepts. Number 1, the guest always receives value, or the customer always receives value. You may ask, what does that mean? This means the customer gets what he expected, even if his expectations weren't right. Now you will say, hello, I did what we were supposed to do, but this is beyond us. We can't deliver what he is looking for. No. If you can't deliver what the customer is expecting, you just have one alternative, which is to educate them. You tell them, I apologize, that I'm sorry, I'm not able to give what you really want, and I really understand what you expect this. However, let me explain, let me tell you, so that you can bring your expectation in alignment with our brand value proposition. The next element is pleasantly surprised. You see, if I get something that I expected, it's value. If I get something that I didn't expect, I'm surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised. And I think that's really brilliant. Manage customers' emotions. Now, if there is one lesson that you want to take back home, it has to be this one. Manage your customers' emotions. It's not about the complaints that your customer had, the pain points that your customer had, but it's all about, did your customer leave happier than they came in? So I was talking about the 4 principles, the wide umbrella of customer excellence, and I talked about the customer receives value, which means you should give what the customer expected, even if the expectations are not right. And if you can't deliver, explain it to them, educate it to them, tell them, I apologize, I can't deliver to what you are expecting, but let me tell you, bring down your expectations so that we can bring it into alignment with our brand value proposition. Pleasantly surprise your customers. That is something brilliant. The third one was that manage your customers' emotions. Again, something very, very important. And here's a half principle. It was actually 3.5 principle. The half one is work in team. You have to work in a team. So team up to bring all that elements fall in place. Now, the last element was brand engagement. Now, brand engagement, His Excellency has already talked about brand engagement, and he has introduced the wonderful branding cycle with 10 Ps. The 2 Ps are definitely that he has, the cycle keeps evolving, I'm sure. Okay, so that they were initially 8 Ps that we were very, very proud of. And with the help of that branding cycle, we want to achieve the brand engagement so much to that level that our customers become our brand ambassadors. They go back home, they say, hey, you know what? Seva is our friend. Seva is an authentic organization. Seva is an organization who can really, really help us achieve our conservation goals. So these are the good things that we really want to hear from our customers, and so that they really become our brand ambassadors. All these elements working seamlessly together in a matrix form can actually help us find the key which we have lost to deliver exceptional customer experience. That's it from me. Thank you very much.